Mike Cullinan. What else do you need to know? I'm the chairman of the United Contractors Midwest, which is a highway construction company. I've been doing that in different forms for about 35 years. This is the family business. It was started in 1913 by my grandfather. He was a pretty prominent citizen. It was basically dirt roads, and most of the business was really building culverts and small bridges because you had to have those, but there were horses and things like that. It was a big company for its time and for the size of the industry at the time. We have a picture of paving one of the main streets in Delavan. I have several pictures of my grandfather with a horse and wagon where they were mixing the concrete on the job because you didn't have the ready-mix truck, of course. My father was a terrific role model. He'd been out of law school a very short period of time and Pearl Harbor hit. He was a PT boat commander, as was Kennedy, and they were in the same squadron in the South Pacific. When he came back, the law thing kind of went away pretty quickly for him and he went in with the company. It was called R.A. Cullinan and Son. It's always been Tremont, yep. I actually grew up in Pekin, went to Pekin High School. Oh, I worked for the company a summer when I was in college. Yeah, laboring work, you know. I think my dad wanted to show me there's work and then there's work. And this was work. I went to college and then I went on to law school and practiced law for about 7 or 8 years. On my father's death, I came back in the company in 1983. There wasn't really a choice to be made. I felt I had to come back in the company, and I did. The transition was relatively easy because of the wonderful people we had working for the company. Shortly after I took over, they passed some funding, and projects started to move more, and so that was, very fortunate. In 2001, we did a business combination with another firm. R.A. Cullinan is a division of United Contractors Midwest. That was a big risk. Putting 3 companies together to make one culture as opposed to 3, to borrow money and do all the things you do when you do those types of things. It was a big risk. We did about half the reconstruction of I-74 through Peoria, about $180 million worth of work. When you drive on that, you have a sense of pride and a sense of making a difference. What advice would I have for the next generation? I basically tell them, get in there, try to do as many things as you can do before you have to select something in life to do. Fail as much as you possibly can. If you're not failing, then you're not doing, and so you need to go out there and experience things, which I think is what junior achievement is all about, is experiencing things and being passionate about things. People that find something that they're interested in and that they can do well, and then have the passion to pursue it with everything that they have, all their willingness and desire and energy. That's what you're really looking for in a person, because they're going to be a happy employee. They're doing something that they're interested in and that they have an aptitude for. And the more interested you can get younger people in various types of economic activity, and the better it is for them. To some of your younger employees, that come in, you're a mentor to them, I think. I have enough working with my son to mentor him. He's been in the company now 4.5 years. The good thing about Alan is he has the sense of history and the fact that we're standing on the shoulders of some pretty special people that came ahead of us. He'll come in and he'll tell me how smart I am and how this and that, and then shortly after that he said, Dad, you're so smart, but why did we do this? This is really stupid, So he builds me up, and then he'll give me a little shot down, which is, I agree with the second part. I'm not so sure about the first part. The business can become your life, your people, who you regard so highly, and the people that work for you are the ones that basically do this all. That's where the real key is. You could get by without me, but you can't get by without them. Other than that, I mean, you just keep putting one foot in front of the other, and it seems the days go into months and years, and it's all fun, it's challenging, and makes life interesting.